Hey everybody, this is Grace. Thought I'd come out this evening at 7:15 p.m. and do a little video. Pardon just seeing a wall, but get used to it with this coronavirus. I don't plan on going anywhere. But that's one of the things I want to do in this video. I usually don't do more than one a day, but in this one I wanted to say, I said that in my last video that I don't plan on going anywhere. And then later on I said this about, about doctors and such. And that's what I worry about. I worry about these doctors, to try to get, to renew my prescription. I just feel like they're going to cause me some problem because that's what they do. And I'm Texan, homemaker, don't have health insurance. Oh, I could go so deep into that. They don't represent me. But, yeah, I can see that happening. I could see the same thing that I've experienced over I don't know how many months now, and how many different pharmacies. Things just don't go so smoothly. Yeah, I think it was the last time, was yet another time, instead of it being delivered, as I paid for, I had to go pick it up. Yeah, I can see that happening again, too. Just too. And they'll blame it on the post office, and the post office won't answer, but I have a feeling that they play God. That's how I see it. But I wanted to update that to make a little more sense. It doesn't make much sense to me, so how is it going to make much sense? Why, but these professionals can't act in a professional manner. Seriously. And now, by the way, I'm not saying every professional, I say these, the ones that I deal with. So, okay, but really, I was just telling Adam, I would really love to see, and I've said this on video before too, see what other people like me, like my age group, or any age group, when they're talking about how this has changed their life, what's going on with their life during this coronavirus, COVID-19, what kind of changes, or even just the small things, little things that some people, some small, some big, some small, yeah, really. And like I'm a homemaker. We all have heard about people going crazy buying toilet paper and water, and I have already made videos before all that went really crazy. About what are they thinking, that the water's going to stop, they're going to shut down the water, the operations or something, or and they buying candles and stuff, you're going to lose electricity. And of course, we never know what could happen, but that's kind of just going way far. And the whole toilet paper thing, yeah, way far. And I know some people say, oh, well, you just wait. Well, I will. I will just wait. Yeah, I mean, I can see stocking up on everything, and if you're going to stock up on stuff, stock up on that. But to hoard, yeah, I get it. I understand some people why they're going that way. But I still say that I think once people kind of calm down, get their 2 weeks supply, and then kind of get back in the groove of however they bought groceries before, like weekly or whatever. I had mentioned in the last video I put up. Today's Monday, that I was going to wait, to another day to place my order. I had already put what I needed in, because I have it delivered, but I didn't. I went ahead and said, well, I paid for a month for delivery, and if you get free delivery if it's over $35. So I said, if they don't have what I need, I can just order another day. Maybe they're stocked back up by then. Well, I didn't expect it to be 18 items that they didn't, they didn't deliver, 18 of them. But it was something like, it was $140 or something. It came up $99 or something, somewhere around there. But, yeah. So, and also I had put in there, they have this thing where you can say, leave at my door. And they're supposed to text you, and they're supposed to send you a picture that, that they've done that. They didn't. And luckily I had just went and looked out the door, and I was like, what the? Groceries everywhere. you know, in the bags, but they didn't do the sodas in the bags. You know, 2-liter diet soda, and they had to replace one, so they gave one of them had ordered 3 and the other one 4, just to stock up on those. And I don't know how long those last, but they had given me, they didn't have the one that I ordered 3. The other one they had said that they were out of, but no, they made them all that one. Yeah. So I had 7 of the same one. I'm like, oh my goodness, those will probably go in the trash before. I don't even know. I don't even think they have expiration dates on them. Okay, so those are little things. The little things like that. You know, how are they dealing with things, you know, going on? But yeah, like that. I mean, if I hadn't just opened the front door just to see what the weather was like, because I heard something that sounded like it was going to rain, I would have known they were there. They would have spoiled. It was eggs too, and yogurt, and most of it was canned, I'd say, you know. But then there was some meat too, and so I'm like, it probably stayed out there maybe, I would say maybe 15 minutes when I noticed. And she didn't even knock, nothing. So, oh well. But, you know, that is what it is. And I can complain, believe me. Yeah, the other one, they still haven't delivered my stuff from, when was it? 3 or 4 days ago. But they just didn't happen to give to the driver. And they still haven't credited it back. Still haven't delivered it like they said they would. So that's why I switched to this one. But anyway, where I was going was this whole thing of that many items that they did not have. Okay, this one today. That's kind of scary. That, you know, some of it was just canned food, which we don't eat, but just, you know, in case. And we don't eat it, but I mean, they last. They usually, I have something that expires in 2024. I didn't check these today. I'm gonna let them sit there for a little while, the ones in the can. But we had one of them I got right at first expired in 2024. So yeah, we may eat it between now and then. The other ones, many of them were 2023. So hey. Okay, and while I was editing, you know, that's listening to and then putting in tags and stuff, that last video that I made, they had all the, what are they calling them? You know, when they have the people like from this, what's that, Dr. Fauci and, yeah, the whole, what is it called? You know, a press meeting or something like that. Now, I was watching, you know, I saw the Dow, and it, worst Dow ever, yeah. And I made a comment in that video that I made early this morning. I mean, not early this morning, it was at noon. And saying about that, about the Dow, I thought that was so funny. I really did. I mean, not funny in that way, because that's so serious. This Dow problem is so serious. And you remember, I had this nervous laughter thing, as Adam calls it. But what was funny was me that I just was doing that video, you know, editing to make it public at the same time. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not an offensive person. I'm probably like the least offensive person you can run across in this world. Too mild-mannered. Except for that one video. Some of you know what I'm talking about. It was, woo. Wow. But, anyway. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, to get back to something serious, you know, Adam, he was going to not, you know, he's been talking for years about retiring, and he was going to do that, and I knew he was going to change his mind, and he said that he actually, you know, he finally went to work like right before noon today, and he said that, you know, the biggest wig I could think, sent him an email. So he went to one of the locations, and he has an office there. He told me that he walked in, and he said it's very few people there. In the office, and earlier he said nobody's gonna be there. Nobody would, but yeah, right. I believe that. He said he went in and he said, "I'm social distancing everyone," and he said some of them kind of laughed. I think it's like 2 or 3 guys or something, And they were laughing a little bit because he had a one of those tissue, what are they called here? What are they called? Moist wipes or whatever they are. I can't use those other ones, the ones with alcohol in them. And he had one of those, and that's what he was using to open the doors, his office door. And I said, well, I mean, all they have to do is somebody walk up, that, you weren't expecting and surprise you. And he said, oh no, I locked my door. I'm like, I mean, whatever. I didn't think that he would stick to it. I really didn't. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that all right there. So on that one, because and this person's not happy about it at all. So, but yeah, I mean, life has to go on. Whatever. There's certain things, like I said, I mean, any day I could get, I have to deal with these doctors. They might call me in and have to sit there in a room filled with people, and they said they're monitoring people. Some people are asymptomatic. I keep saying systematic. That's what it is. Yeah, that's why. Symptomatic, asymptomatic, right? Still, there's no reason they can just write the prescription. They've done it in the past, but I just have this feeling that they're going to be strange like that. And so then, like I said about the pharmacy, all these things, but I do worry. I have thought this from really early on, about that, it might become like a martial law kind of situation. And my mind was on that track of going way down the line, and I don't think it was all that bad. I mean, I was saying things like, watch these corporations buy out all these hotels and stuff, so their employees can work in them, and I was saying that. But what is it now? It's, they're gonna, some are suggesting that to make more room for, hospital for patients that aren't as serious or something, is that they should buy up old hotels and convert them, and that's one of the things. So, and I had thought about that too, really. I had, that, okay, because they've been talking so much about it, so much about not having enough room. Well, how are they going to get more room in case it gets much worse? Okay, and we have that really tall curve they talk about, and instead of it kind of, what are they calling it? Instead of it kind of being just kind of a little I don't know what you call it. I don't know. Okay, I guess you could just say less than the high. You know what I'm talking about. But if they have so many people, way too many people that need to have oxygen and all that stuff, and I've had pneumonia before. I've had it at least twice. I was hospitalized. Well, I was in the ER. Actually, 3 times I was in the ER. Twice here in Texas and 1 in Georgia. No, not Georgia. It was Asheville, North Carolina. And with pneumonia. All those. And what I knew that they did for me back then, all they really did was just pump me full of fluid, saline, I think, in a banana boat. Wasn't that what it's called? Banana boat? I don't know. One of them did that, or 2 of them. But just a lot of saline. So I don't know. But I remember anytime I felt really bad myself, without going to the ER, I would have problems breathing, and I would just put a fan on me. I'm not suggesting this to anybody. Nope. I'm not a healthcare professional nor provider, and this is just what I had done since I was a kid. When I would have that, and I would have that, they would say that it's allergies, but that turned into bronchitis. That you developed bronchitis, and it turned. Which way does it go? And then it develops into pneumonia. Yeah. And I would just have to sit there in front of a fan in order to sleep. I'd have to sleep sitting up, and a fan real close to my face, just so I could breathe. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I went that direction. But I keep saying I want to stick to one topic instead of just doing kind of like updates on what's going on, vlog, a stream of consciousness vlog. I wanted to stick to, try just doing a video on one topic, one topic this one, another topic that one. Especially what I see that could happen, in the future because of this kind of thing. This isn't our first, and it's probably not going to be our last, and the world's last. And the more and more it happens, the more and more things change. And yeah.